Welcome back to Arise Entertainment 360. Now, Rock Nation's Loyal Soldier is back on the scene with new hot music. With his new hit single, All the Way Live, steady, climbing the charts from his new album, Think Free, been released on June 22nd. Philly Freeway is forced to reckon with. Take a look at what to expect.
We get them chips cause we make hit records. We'll never fall off because the law blessed us. Came to rock the crowd with my brother 100 miles. Muslim monkeys going wild. Team early, that's us. We keep rocking, we keep rocking. Rock with me, bad kidneys couldn't stop me, nigga. We keep rocking, we keep rocking. Used to move Potter, nigga, Johnson and Johnson. I stayed patient, now Rock Nation. Cut me big faces, iced out bracelet. Came from public housing, 100,000 on the pinky. Only spit the room inside my mouth, so you should thank me. Everybody quiet, need your attention undivided. Me and my Akis always get the cake and we divide it. Foreign car driver, grip the rape so I can ride it. I'm a greedy nigga just cause I need force annihilations. World domination, need a large denomination. Nigga ever cross us, that's a violation. When I'm touring, what's caught in my accommodation? Hit y'all niggas with the gas face and they can die hating.
Well, he's spitting really raw beats right there. Anyways, now let's go to New York City, where Arise 360 host Shannon Lanier is live with Freeway. Shannon, over to you.
Seem like you know them bars a little bit.
Yes, thank you so much, Jane. Freeway is holding it down in the studio. That song was hot. And of course, he was talking about iced out bracelet. You gotta show him some of this bling. Look at this.
Something like.
This blinged up. It's a little something like. I'm saying if you wanna knock a few diamonds off, I'll take them. I'm just saying. So that song was hot though. Tell us what was the inspiration behind that one.
Oh man, just real life, real life experiences. I'm a reality rapper, so I put my real life experiences into the music.
Now, you said reality rapper, but is there anything that's too personal that you don't want to bring onto your music? Like, no, I don't want everybody to know about that.
No, lately, I've been sharing everything, my whole journey with the people, and it's been, a crazy journey, ups and downs, but we're here.
Do you think it's easier for you to share the things that are going great in your life, or when things are just dark and bad and just things are going in the valley?
I think both of them fuel my music. When things are going great, it's just kind of like with God. When things are going great, I pray to God. When things are bad, I pray to God. So when things are going great, it fuels the music. When I'm in a dark space, it also fuels the music.
Okay, so what fueled this new album, Think Free? Because it drops June 22nd. Everyone's already waiting for it, especially after you dropped that single. Now everyone's like, oh, we got to get the album.
Yes,
so
sir.
what was the inspiration behind this album, and what can we expect?
September 2015, I was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure. So I do dialysis 3 times a week, 4 hours a day. I'm on the transplant list, so I'm happy about that.
Okay.
I feel like I pushed through it. I've been striving to be greater than I've been, and I put all that into the music. And it's an incredible album with some great features, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it.
Yeah, well, we're already loving some of the music, but the title, talk to us about that, because it seems like it has a double entendre or something, right?
Yeah, maybe like a triple or full quadruple entendre. Of course, Think Free, I want you to think free. But the reason why I named the album Think Free is because I was in a free thinking space when I created the album. I just overcame a lot of obstacles, and I just had a clear head. And that's the space that I was in when I went into the album.
What do you think people are struggle with the most when they're trying to, you're trying to inspire them to think free? What keeps people from thinking free?
Oh, man, there's so many things, man. Poverty, things we go through in the community, racial injustice. It's just so many things that keep us boggled down, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to shake it off and try our best to be the greatest we can.
Okay, so I know that I heard you talk before about people feeling like they're enslaved to certain things, and if they think in a free-minding way, then they can sort of free themselves from those struggles and those things. What are some of the things that have enshackled you in life?
Oh, man, just first and foremost, just being a black man, from the ghetto, is already a strike against me. You had to push to overcome the stereotype that we had, that we are going to fail. We're not going to be successful. We're not going to make it past 18. It's a lot of strikes against us, and just being able to push through that and be a successful black man is a great accomplishment to me.
Well, what do you think about Kanye West's recent statement about, slaves choosing to be enslaved? I'm sure they thought free too. I was like, give us free. But what do you think about his statements?
I mean, I don't exactly know what he meant when he said that. But I'm pretty sure he's not talking about when people were actually enslaved, because they had no choice. Our ancestors had no choice.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about mentally, you know. So.
Okay. Well, what can we to expect as far as collaborations with this album? I know you're always working with amazing artists.
Yeah, oh man, I got some great collaborations. You know, I got classic collaboration with Faith Evans on the album.
Oh, nice.
Got a classic collaboration with Lil Wayne on the album that y'all gonna love. Crazy record with Lil Uzi Vert on the album. Crazy record with Jada Kiss on the album. Like,
Dang.
it's gonna be incredible. Get ready for it. Y'all gonna love it.
So what's that process like when you start to collaborate? Do you just you do this part, I'll do this part, or like how does it work when you're working with another big star?
Either you go into the studio with the artist and y'all work together, or you might come up with a record and you be like, oh, I think Kiss would be great on this record. Let me reach out to him and see if he'll do it.
Yeah. Well, I know you're happy to be back with Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
Man.
What's it been like being back in that house with that family?
Oh man, it's just like everybody welcomed me home with open arms. It's just beautiful, man. And to be able to have a machine behind me, you know, Rock Nation / Def Jam is great, man.
Yeah. Well, there was a time a few years ago you actually almost walked away from music altogether and said, I'm not coming back. Why?
Yeah.
What happened and what brought you back?
The first time I went to Saudi Arabia, I think it was like 2004, 2005. Like a lot of the scholars and the people I sat with said, if you go back to America doing the same things that you did before you came here, you didn't get nothing out of your trip. You know,
Wow.
so I really was in a space in my life where I wanted to like study more and just focus on my religion, you know. So
Okay, and now we're in Ramadan. You're a Muslim, so
Yes, most
you know,
definitely.
how do you feel Ramadan helps you focus either on your music, your life? What does it do for you?
Ramadan is a blessing, man, because it's like a recharge. You know, you go through the whole year, you try your best to be the best person that you can be, and you know we're all not perfect. You know, you might slack here or slack there, but when Ramadan comes around, you know you have to be focused, and it gives you a chance to recharge and just get back on your square. And it's a blessing to just make it to Ramadan, because there's so many people that didn't make it from last Ramadan to this Ramadan.
Are you ever conflicted about your music and your religion? And you know, because I know you be dropping some bombs and some N-bombs and other bombs in your music sometimes. So are you ever conflicted on, you know, God wouldn't want me saying that, or you know, how do you balance that?
I mean, of course, I try not to say nothing too crazy. You know, when I first got in the game when I was younger, of course, I wasn't that conscious of it. But now that I'm older, you know, and I'm more mature, I try my best not to say nothing too out of pocket, and I just try my best to be the best that I can be.
All right, well, you're doing that. You're doing it in your music, and you also have a documentary coming out where you're going to be doing it. And also, I love that you're being so open about your kidney failure and things that you're going through. What can we expect from the documentary?
Oh, the documentary is incredible. It's very informative. You know, it covers my fight with kidney failure from the beginning to present date. You know, some of my friends that's in the hip-hop industry are also in the documentary, and they chime in on how they felt when they found out that I got sick and everything, and it's just very informative to the people.
And tell people if they want to, you know, donate or get tested, how can they get tested to find out if they are, you know, a match for you or someone else?
You can reach out to me on Instagram at Philly Freeway, and I'll give you all the information.
Okay, so check him out, get to him, make sure you help him out. Try to help him out. Try to help others out that have kidney failure, because a lot of people don't know that it's a very easy thing to donate. It's not painful. It's very easy to get through, to get tested, and then to donate as well. So please try to go get tested. You know where you can go. And where can we follow you on social media as well?
Instagram at Philly Freeway, Twitter at Philly Freezer, Facebook Philadelphia Freeway.
All right, and check out the album. It drops June 22nd. And make sure you also check out the documentary when that drops sometime later in the summer, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, Jane, back to you.
Thank free.